Chosen one, listen closely. What I am about to reveal is not a whisper of chance or a passing thought. This moment has found you because your spirit has been reaching quietly, pressing into the unseen, yearning for the answer that only heaven can provide. For far too long you have carried your prayers in secret, spoken them softly in the silence of your soul, hoping that somewhere, somehow they were heard. And today, a shift is occurring. A shift so precise, so deliberate, that the heavens themselves have aligned to answer. You may not fully see it yet, but a door is opening before you. A door that has been carved specifically for your season, etched with your name, illuminated by a light that no darkness can dim. The answers you have been longing for, the clarity you have been seeking, the breakthrough you have prayed for, in the quiet of your heart, they are about to appear, not in whispers, but in full, undeniable reality. I know you have felt the tension of waiting. You have wondered why some prayers seem unanswered, why some dreams linger in the shadows longer than you expect. Perhaps you have wrestled with doubt, asking yourself if you are even seen, if your voice reaches the one who knows you entirely. Chosen one, hear me now. Your prayers have never been overlooked. They have never been ignored. Every tear, every longing, every secret plea has been carefully recorded in the scrolls of heaven. What was hidden in silence is about to be revealed in glorious testimony. The Spirit is stirring around you. You will feel it as a gentle pressure, a subtle nudge like the wind shifting direction just before a storm, signaling that something greater is moving. Your heart will sense it before your mind fully understands. And as this message unfolds, you will recognize that the season of quiet waiting was never punishment, it was preparation, a sacred alignment of your spirit, your faith, and your purpose. Stay with me, chosen one. In the next moments, I will take you deeper into the source of this divine message, into the prophecy written specifically for your life. You will see how God's timing has never failed, how every delay was a divine design, and how the answer to your secret prayers is coming openly in ways that will leave no doubt in your heart. Prepare yourself. What you have prayed for, what you have hoped for, is not just arriving. It is arriving in full, radiant, undeniable manifestation. And it begins now. You feel it, don't you? That subtle stirring in your spirit, like the gentle hum of a sacred song only you can hear. That is the voice of the divine, calling your heart to attention, opening your eyes to what has been carefully orchestrated on your behalf. This is not coincidence. This is the intentional touch of God reaching across the distance of time and circumstance, speaking directly into your life. Every prayer you whispered in the quiet, every longing that seemed hidden in your heart, He has heard them all, and He is now moving to answer in ways that surpass anything your mind has imagined. This message comes not from human understanding, not from chance or wishful thinking. It comes from the very heart of God, the same power that set the stars in motion, that carved the oceans and breathed life into every mountain and valley. The one who governs seasons, who orchestrates every sunrise and sunset, has taken note of you, your life, your purpose, your hidden prayers. They have never been random. They have always been seen, recorded, and preserved, waiting for this exact alignment of time, of faith, and of divine authority. Imagine a scroll carefully unfurled before the heavens. Every detail of your journey is written there. Your struggles, your questions, your moments of fear, your quiet victories. Nothing has been forgotten. And now the Spirit is beginning to reveal what has always been held in the secret chambers of God's plan. This revelation is not generic. It is tailored specifically for you. The patterns of your life, the seasons of waiting, the doors that remained closed, they were all part of a divine choreography leading to this moment. You may feel a rising anticipation, a gentle pressure in your chest, a knowing that something profound is about to break forth. That is the confirmation that heaven is near, that the same hand that has shaped the universe is moving within your circumstances. This is not a distant hope. It is a present reality being unveiled. The blessings you have longed for, the clarity you have sought, the breakthrough you have prayed for quietly, they are converging now. Let this truth sink deeply. God's timing is perfect. Even the delays, the silence, the seasons that felt like waiting were never mistakes. They were preparation shaping your faith, your heart, and your readiness to receive. What He is about to release will not merely answer your prayers. It will transform them into living testimony, a radiant display of His faithfulness and power. As you lean in, as your spirit aligns with this divine movement, allow yourself to trust the source completely. There is no error, no oversight, no forgotten plea. Everything is being positioned precisely for your life to intersect with God's will in ways that will leave no room for doubt. This is your appointed time, the moment when heaven draws near, and your prayers once hidden are about to be answered openly, unmistakably, gloriously. And now the moment begins to take shape. You may feel it first as a subtle shift, a faint stirring in your chest, a flutter in your spirit, a vibration in the air around you. It is the opening of something long awaited, something the heavens have been preparing for your entire life. What you prayed for in the stillness, what you whispered in the hidden corners of your soul, is moving from the shadows into the light. It is emerging not timidly, not gradually, but boldly, unmistakably, with a clarity that cannot be ignored. This prophecy is yours. It has been written with precision, a divine imprint shaped for your circumstances, your heart, your purpose. You will witness doors opening that were locked, paths appearing that were hidden, and opportunities arriving that seem almost too perfect to be real. Imagine a golden dawn, breaking over a landscape long shrouded in darkness, the light flooding every corner, revealing what was invisible, illuminating the treasures that were buried deep beneath the weight of delay. That is what is coming for you. But understand this is not a simple gift, and it is not merely a reward. It is a divine appointment that will test the fullness of your faith, the depth of your trust, and the strength of your endurance. The blessings that arrive will carry the power to transform not only your life, but your spirit, shaping you into someone prepared to steward what is being released. Some of what you see will feel overwhelming. Some of it will challenge everything you have known. But every unfolding moment is deliberate, designed to elevate you into a new realm of understanding, influence, and authority. Picture a river once hidden beneath layers of rock and shadow, suddenly breaking through, roaring with unstoppable force, carving a path through the land and bringing life wherever its waters flow. That river is your breakthrough. That river is the answer to your prayers. The currents may surge, they may roar, but they are guided with divine wisdom, flowing exactly where they are meant to go. You are not witnessing chaos, you are witnessing creation in motion. Heaven reshaping the terrain of your life. You may begin to notice the subtle ways this prophecy is manifesting even now. Small doors opening that lead to greater opportunities. People entering your life who carry the exact wisdom, encouragement, or provision you need. Moments of clarity, ideas or solutions arriving in unexpected ways. Each sign, each nudge, each synchronicity is a part of the unveiling, a confirmation that the hidden season has reached its appointed conclusion. And yet, there is still a mystery to this unfolding. Not every detail will be revealed at once. Some elements of this prophecy are hidden in the folds of time, waiting for the exact moment when you are ready to receive them fully. That tension, the push of the unknown, is not to frighten you. It is to prepare you, to strengthen your spirit, to align your heart with the divine rhythm of what is coming. What you are stepping into is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is monumental. And it is designed for you. Every prayer, every sigh, every hidden hope is being drawn into the orbit of manifestation. You are at the center of this divine unveiling. Soon the once hidden answers will not merely appear. They will declare themselves boldly, openly, for all to see. The season of secret prayers is ending. The time of visible, undeniable fulfillment is beginning. What is happening in your life is far greater than the surface events you see unfolding. This is not merely the answering of a prayer, not merely a change in circumstance. It is a spiritual awakening, a calling to recognize the invisible patterns of destiny, the unseen architecture of divine timing that has been guiding you all along. What has felt like waiting, like silence, like hidden seasons, has been the very soil in which your faith is being cultivated, your character strengthened, and your spirit prepared for what is now arriving. Think of your life as a great tapestry. From the perspective of the loom, the threads may appear tangled, disconnected, even random. But when viewed from the vantage of heaven, each thread is placed with precision. The colors, the textures, the intersections, they are all intentional. The prayers you whispered quietly, the dreams you held close to your chest, the moments when you thought you were unseen, each is a thread woven into this tapestry. The unseen struggles, the delays, the frustrations, they are not mistakes. They are patterns, forming a picture of a life aligned with divine purpose. There is a spiritual principle at work here, one that the wisest of prophets have taught, but few fully comprehend. The hidden is preparation for the revealed, and the secret is the precursor to glory. What God has been cultivating in the shadows of your life is now ready to emerge into light. The storms you endured were not random. They were crucibles shaping resilience. The doors that remained closed were not rejections. They were gates of protection, preventing you from stepping into something before you were ready. Every season of apparent silence has been a sacred pause, a divine rehearsal for the grandeur that is now poised to enter your story. Picture a seed buried deep beneath the soil. For weeks, months, even years, it lies unseen. It absorbs the nutrients, anchors itself in darkness, grows roots that stretch silently into the earth. Then one day, it pierces the surface, reaching toward the sunlight with unstoppable force. That seed is you. That breakthrough, that answer to your secret prayers, is the sunlight. Your growth has been hidden, yes, but it has been real strong and deliberate. What emerges now is not fragile, it is powerful, alive, and ready to transform the world around you. There is also a deeper lesson in timing. Divine timing is unlike human timing. It does not operate on schedules, expectations, or pressures. It unfolds according to perfect wisdom. When you prayed in secret, God began a sequence of events invisible to human eyes, moving pieces into place, aligning circumstances, opening pathways, and even closing others that would have distracted or harmed you. Now the culmination of that timing is at hand. What you receive will not come early. It will not come late. It will come exactly when you are ready to steward it with faith, discernment, and gratitude. Your spirit is being called to recognize this principle, that fulfillment is not merely the arrival of what you ask for. It is the alignment of your heart, your faith, and your readiness with the provision of God. This is why the revelation feels both exciting and mysterious. You are being invited into a higher understanding of how the spiritual and physical intersect, how the invisible patterns of purpose govern even the smallest details of your life. The winds are shifting, the seasons are turning, and the river of divine blessing is rising. You are not witnessing random events. You are witnessing divine architecture in motion. Every challenge you endured, every season of waiting, every quiet, unspoken longing has been a rehearsal for this moment. The spiritual meaning behind this prophecy is simple, yet profound. You were never alone, you were never forgotten, and you were never unprepared. What you prayed for in secret is about to manifest openly, revealing not just answers, but the wisdom, strength, and character that were cultivated in the hidden moments. Recognize it. embrace it. Allow the depth of this understanding to settle into your spirit. You are not merely stepping into blessings, you are stepping into revelation, into a divine rhythm that will shape not only your life, but the lives of those around you. The hidden becomes revealed. The silent becomes audible. The waiting becomes a witness of God's faithfulness. You may already be noticing them. Those subtle nudges, those whispers of divine presence that feel almost like coincidences, but carry a weight you cannot ignore. These are the signs that your prayers are not only heard, but are being answered. Heaven is sending confirmation in ways both small and profound, guiding you toward what has been waiting to reveal itself. First, you may feel a sense of alignment in your thoughts. Ideas, solutions, or insights that seem distant or unattainable suddenly appear with clarity. The answer you sought in confusion now lands with unmistakable precision. It is as if your mind has been tuned to the frequency of heaven itself, picking up the signals that the divine has been sending all along. Second, watch for doors opening where there were none before. Opportunities that were previously blocked or hidden now begin to reveal themselves. People you have never met, conversations you never expected, and pathways that seemed impossible begin to converge in a way that feels orchestrated. These openings are not random, they are divine confirmations that the season of waiting is ending. Third, notice the synchronicities. Moments when time seems to pause, when words, symbols, or encounters repeat with a frequency that cannot be dismissed as chance. Perhaps it is a recurring number, a phrase, or a song that resonates with your current prayers. These patterns are heaven's fingerprints, leaving you undeniable proof that the unfolding events are intentional and sacred. Fourth, pay attention to your emotions. A sense of peace, hope, or even unexplainable joy may rise within you in the midst of uncertainty. These feelings are indicators that the Spirit is near, that what was hidden is now moving toward revelation. They are subtle affirmations, whispers of assurance that your prayers are recognized, valued, and being answered. Fifth, observe the removal of obstacles. Situations or relationships that once blocked your path begin to shift or dissolve. This is not mere luck, it is divine intervention, clearing the way for what has been promised. The universe itself seems to realign in response to the prayers you have carried in secret. Finally, notice the deepening of your discernment. Your spirit begins to recognize the unseen forces at work, distinguishing what is aligned with God's plan from what is not. Your intuition, once quiet or uncertain, now carries a clarity that guides each step with wisdom and confidence. These signs are all around you, waiting for your awareness to catch up. They are not coincidences, they are confirmations, evidence that the prayers held in the quiet of your heart are now stepping into the light. Pay attention, embrace them, and allow them to strengthen your faith. They are markers of the sacred unfolding proof that what was once hidden is now being revealed. Even as the doors begin to open and the signs of divine favor surround you, there is a reality that cannot be ignored. Every unfolding season carries hidden challenges. These are not punishments or missteps. They are the sacred tests placed before you to refine your spirit, strengthen your faith, and prepare you to steward what is coming with wisdom and grace. Some of these challenges will feel like delays, even when the path seems wide and clear. Opportunities may appear only to require patience before they fully manifest. People may act in ways that confuse or test your trust. Circumstances may shift unexpectedly, as if the ground beneath your feet is moving. Do not be discouraged. This is part of the divine process, shaping your endurance, resilience, and discernment. Other challenges will emerge as internal battles. Doubts may creep in, whispering that the season of fulfillment is taking too long. Fear may rise, questioning whether you are truly prepared to receive what has been promised. Frustration may surface, tempting you to step ahead of divine timing or force outcomes that are not yet ready. These are not signs of weakness. They are invitations to anchor yourself in faith, to remember that patience is a sacred act, and that the Spirit is working even when you cannot see it. Some challenges will come in the form of opposition. Just as light draws attention in darkness, your rising season may attract resistance from circumstances, from people, or even from the unseen. This is not punishment. It is confirmation. It is a sign that you are stepping into influence, into purpose, into authority. The greater the alignment with God's will, the greater the attempts to distract or delay. Stand firm, knowing that these are markers of destiny, not deterrents. Remember, each obstacle carries a hidden blessing. Every moment of testing is an opportunity to refine your heart, sharpen your spirit, and strengthen your connection with the divine. The challenges are like the currents in a river. They may swirl, push, and bend your path, but they also carry the power to shape the course, deepen the riverbed, and guide you to a place of greater strength and clarity. Do not fear what you cannot see. Embrace it as part of the sacred design. Trust that each test is timed, perfectly measured, precisely, and intended for your growth. The hidden challenges are preparing you for a harvest that will exceed your expectations, equipping you to receive openly what was once secret, to stand firm when the blessings arrive, and to walk confidently into the fullness of your appointed purpose. As you stand at the threshold of this unfolding season, there is a call, clear, precise, and urgent from the divine. God is not only revealing what is coming, but He is instructing you on how to prepare. This is a sacred duty, a personal invitation to align your spirit, your actions, and your heart with the power that is moving in your favor. What you do now will determine the strength, clarity, and impact of the blessings you are about to receive. First, cultivate stillness. In the rush of life, in the distractions of the world, take deliberate moments to pause. Be silent before God. Listen for the whispers of the Spirit that often come in the quietest spaces. Your prayers have already been heard, but now your listening will position you to recognize the pathways of manifestation. Think of it as tuning a finely crafted instrument. Without this alignment, the melody of your breakthrough will remain muted. Second, guard your heart and mind. Not every thought, word, or emotion is aligned with what is coming. Be vigilant against fear, doubt, and impatience. These are not enemies, they are tests of your spiritual discernment. Replace anxiety with faith, uncertainty with trust, and confusion with prayerful reflection. Let your mind dwell on what is true, noble, and aligned with the promise you are stepping into. In doing so, you create a fertile environment for the blessings to flourish without obstruction. Third, act with deliberate intention. Preparation is not passive. There are steps you must take in the natural to honor what is happening in the spiritual. Organize your life. Clarify your priorities and position yourself to receive. Speak words of affirmation over your circumstances. Make choices that reflect faith and integrity, and pursue what aligns with the doors that are opening. Every intentional action, even the smallest, becomes a channel through which divine favor flows. Fourth, embrace community and counsel wisely. Seek the guidance of those whose wisdom aligns with God's principles. Surround yourself with voices that strengthen your faith, not dilute it. There will be those who question, who doubt, or who mislead, not to punish, but as part of the testing of your discernment. Learn to recognize the difference, to receive encouragement, and to reject distractions that do not honor your purpose. Fifth, steward your time, energy, and resources with sacred responsibility. What is coming will require readiness, not only spiritually, but practically. Be diligent, disciplined, and faithful in what you have now. Your preparation today lays the foundation for the harvest tomorrow. Do not underestimate the power of consistent small acts of faith. They accumulate, building a strong platform for the fulfillment that is poised to arrive. Finally, maintain a posture of gratitude and expectation. Faith is not merely belief, it is anticipation. Speak life over your circumstances. Celebrate even the smallest signs of alignment. Allow your spirit to rejoice in the certainty of God's plan. Gratitude acts like a beacon, drawing the invisible into visible reality, preparing your heart to receive openly and fully. Every instruction, every step, every choice is a sacred alignment with the promise that is approaching. You are being equipped to stand ready not merely as a recipient, but as a co-creator with heaven, participating in the manifestation of what you have prayed for in secret. This is empowerment. This is readiness. This is sacred preparation. As you prepare to step into this new season, it is essential to remember that you are not walking alone. The same God who heard your secret prayers, who orchestrated the unseen alignments, is surrounding you with protection that cannot be penetrated by fear, doubt, or opposition. This is not a protection that hides you from challenge, but one that shields your spirit and strengthens your resolve, ensuring that nothing can derail the plan written for your life. Imagine a fortress built of light towering around you, with walls that repel negativity and barriers that redirect harm. Every prayer, every act of faith, every alignment with divine instruction becomes a stone in that fortress. Nothing can breach it, because it is constructed not by human hands, but by the power of heaven itself. Every attack, every attempt to discourage or delay you will be turned aside. Even storms that rage around you will be guided around the sanctuary of your heart. You may notice moments when the world seems uncertain or threatening, when shadows appear where light should be, when doubt whispers louder than encouragement. These moments are not signs of abandonment. They are opportunities to witness the reality of divine protection. Your armor has already been prepared, your shield already in place, your path already guided. Walk with confidence, knowing that every step forward is watched over, every decision supported, and every risk guarded by an unseen hand that never sleeps. This protection is also relational. You will find that allies, mentors, and companions appear at just the right time, people whose presence is not accidental, but appointed. Their guidance, encouragement, and support serve as extensions of the divine safeguarding around you. You are never isolated. You are never truly vulnerable. Even in moments when you feel alone, the Spirit is moving unseen forces in your favor, ensuring that you reach the milestones of your destiny unscathed. Trust is the key to this assurance. Believe that every barrier that remains is temporary. Every opposition is limited, and every moment of waiting is measured perfectly to strengthen you. Let peace settle over your heart, knowing that the same God who has orchestrated your journey so far is faithful to maintain it. The invisible currents of protection are working tirelessly, surrounding your spirit with a calm that surpasses understanding. Walk boldly, move confidently, and rest assured. You are under divine care. Every prayer that has been whispered, every longing that has been held in secret, every hope that has been nurtured quietly, all of it is being safeguarded. Nothing can undo what God has begun. You are seen, you are valued, and you are protected as you move into the manifestation of your destiny. Now envision yourself stepping fully into the reality that has been prepared for you. What you once whispered in the quiet corners of your heart is no longer hidden. It is alive, vibrant, and visible. This is the moment where the prayers you nurtured in secret begin to bloom openly, touching every area of your life with the richness and depth of divine fulfillment. It is not simply a gift, it is a transformation, a rebirth of your spirit, your purpose, and your perspective. The person you were before this season was preparing for what is now arriving. You have walked through trials, endured challenges, and remained faithful when no one was watching. Every hidden tear, every act of patience, every moment of doubt turned into steadfast trust has strengthened you for this very hour. Now, as the answers emerge, you will notice a profound change within yourself. A confidence that is quiet but unshakable, a clarity of vision that pierces through confusion, and a joy that radiates from the deepest part of your soul. Imagine walking through a field after a storm where the clouds have parted. The sun is shining, and every droplet of rain reflects the light in a dazzling display. That is the essence of your fulfillment, the merging of past trials with present blessing. You will feel gratitude not just for what has been received, but for what you have become in the process. The transformation is both inward and outward. Your spirit strengthened, your mind aligned, and your life beginning to reflect the divine orchestration that has been working silently in your favor. The blessings will be unmistakable. Opportunities you prayed for will appear. Relationships will deepen or shift to align with your purpose. Doors that were once closed will swing wide, welcoming you into realms of influence, authority, and provision you may have only glimpsed in vision. What was once a secret hope will now serve as a testimony not only for yourself, but for those who witness the unfolding of God's faithfulness in your life. Alongside the external fulfillment, your inner world will also be transformed. Patience will be replaced by wisdom. Faith that was tested will now rest in the certainty of divine timing. Your spirit will feel a freedom and peace that surpass understanding. A lightness that comes from knowing that your prayers were never overlooked and that your journey was intentional. This is the evidence of divine craftsmanship, the molding of a life through unseen hands, emerging into visible glory. As you step into this fulfillment, allow yourself to feel the fullness of what has been released. Receive it with gratitude, stewardship, and humility. Recognize that the transformation is ongoing. It continues to shape your heart, refine your purpose, and deepen your connection with God. You are not merely a recipient of blessings, you are a vessel of testimony, a living proof that what is prayed in secret will be answered openly, powerfully, and gloriously. This is the season of your emergence. This is the moment when hidden prayers are declared in the light. This is your transformation, your reward, your divine fulfillment. Stand ready to embrace it fully, knowing that every step has been guided. Every challenge has been overcome, and every answer is arriving in perfect alignment with the Creator of your destiny. Now, as you stand on the edge of this new season, take a deep breath and anchor these truths within your spirit. Repeat them, claim them, and let them echo in the chambers of your heart. Affirmation 1. I am seen, I am heard, and my prayers are answered openly. Speak it with certainty, knowing that every secret longing is now moving into manifestation. Affirmation 2. I am protected, guided, and strengthened for my destiny. Let it remind you that the challenges you face are tests, not obstacles, and that divine power surrounds you in every step. Affirmation 3. I am aligned with God's timing, and I receive blessings with gratitude and faith. This is a call to trust the unfolding process, to embrace each moment with joy, and to recognize that everything is working together for your good. Affirmation 4. I am transformed, prepared, and empowered to walk fully into my purpose. Speak it boldly, for the person you are becoming is now visible in the spirit and the natural rising into the fullness of divine fulfillment. Let these words settle deeply into your soul. Allow them to serve as both shield and compass, guiding you through every transition, every decision, and every step toward what has been promised. Know that what you prayed for in secret is not only arriving, it is arriving with clarity, power, and divine orchestration that cannot be stopped. And now receive this blessing. May your heart always recognize the fingerprints of heaven upon your life. May every path you walk be illuminated by divine light. May every door that opens be perfectly aligned with your purpose. May your spirit soar with joy, your faith deepen with certainty, and your life reflect the glory of God's perfect plan. The prayers you whispered quietly, the hopes you held closely, the faith you nurtured in the shadows, they are now revealed shining in full brilliance. Go forward with confidence. Walk boldly into the manifestation of your destiny. The hidden is revealed. The secret is declared. The answers are here. And heaven smiles upon you, declaring that your journey, your prayers, and your life are forever aligned with the Creator's plan.